IVM.
Hello and welcome to another episode of IVM Likes. I'm your host Antariksh, joined by my co-host Snayhil and Antariksh. Hello Snayhil and Antariksh.
Hello. क्या हाल चाल भाई?
Bus first class भाई. What are we talking about today, man, on this episode of IVM Likes, bro?
Bhai, we're talking about some age-old debates, and it's gonna be awesome. And
Like what kind of debates are we expecting to be talking about?
we're gonna talk about Friends versus How I Met Your Mother. We're gonna talk about cats versus dogs as pets. We're gonna discuss a la carte versus buffet, and what else?
And something else.
By the way, I went to Juhu Chowpatty this weekend and I had pav bhaji, and it's not good, by the way.
You mean the famous Juhu?
The famous Juhu Chowpatty pav bhaji.
that everyone keeps
not
talking
good,
to us
yes.
about. Yes.
And what is it with the golgappas with the ragda, dude? Hot chole in a...
That's not bad.
No, dude.
Dude, hot chole with cold water is great.
I have no clue.
Hot chole with cold water is great.
No, it's not. Actually, this could be another debate. Anyway, we'll come back after this break to have some awesome debates, and yeah.
Ladies, I'm sure you will relate to it if I say that we are constantly busy with work, studies, cooking, and what not. And amidst all of this, we often forget an important element that needs our desperate attention: finance. So here we are, bringing to you SBI Life presents A Sip of Finance, a women-exclusive podcast where we will teach you how to manage personal finances in a simple and straightforward way with your host, Priyanka Acharya, a finance expert who's been in the industry for 14 plus years. And not just in English, but in 7 more languages. So tune in every Tuesday for fresh episodes on the IVM Podcast Network and all major podcast streaming platforms.
All right, joining Snayhil and me after that break are Jalasmi and Abbas. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Abbas is back.
Yeah.
Abbas is back.
Yes, back.
Very nice. Welcome back on IVM. We already had you last week for the Star Wars episode. Was that last week?
No.
That was last to last week.
Last to last
First week of May.
First week. Okay, sure. That was so last
Exactly.
to last week. And but you hadn't joined back as a
Right.
full-time member of our team yet.
Yeah.
And so welcome back to IVM, man.
Thank you so much.
So cool. I remember.
Where's my bouquet? Where's my bouquet?
Wait, you missed it. Oh, I think we gave it to someone else.
Man.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, well. Can't be here. Abbas and I, we used recorded a lot of episodes of IVM Likes back in the day, man, together.
Yeah.
I remember the first day that I was working at IVM, the very first day I joined, you guys asked me to be on an episode about what we listened to in the rains. That was the episode.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I have
It was
no memory
you,
of
me,
this.
Saishri. Of course you don't. It's
Yeah.
fine.
What do you remember? What you recommend?
talked
What
about?
you listen to in the rains?
I remember we talked about having pakoras. Something I
Bhige
brought
hot
up.
tere.
Why?
Now we know what Snayhil listens to during the rains.
On this episode, as Snayhil and I already told you guys earlier, what we're going to be talking about are some age-old debates.
Yes.
That Abbas, Jalasmi, we need your thoughts on because
Sure.
say Snayhil and I are
I've been around for a really old time, so I'll give you the answers.
Yes, older and wiser. You've come back to us, having had more world experiences. The first one is it's an age-old debate that has come up on the internet a lot. Okay, I haven't shared this with you guys beforehand either. Okay,
ये
with
क्या
none of yours.
surprise package?
Yeah, what is
Yes.
this?
So this is starting off with something easy. Okay, so that it's not contentious is what I'm saying. Okay, what would you do? Listen to one song for the rest of your life, and whenever you listen to a song, it has to be just that song. Or watch one movie for the rest of your life, and whenever you want to watch anything, it has to be just that movie.
That's easy.
Okay.
Watch the movie for the rest of my life.
Okay.
A song. How long will a song be? 10 minutes at the most.
Sure.
And life is really long, so I don't want to. I don't want to go through the same 10 minutes over and over again.
Sure. Do you have a movie in mind though that you could watch endlessly?
That's a good question.
Jasmine,
you are
not
Snayhil,
right
how do you
now.
guys think?
I think I'll prefer the song.
You prefer that one song for the rest of your life?
Yes.
Really? That's like I usually get the
But
movie
you
answer because
party to that song, you cry to that
exactly,
song.
I'll do everything to that song.
You wake up to that song.
Chalega.
Movie at least you can like decide not to watch. You know what I mean? After like a year of watching it continuously, you'll be like, fuck it.
No,
I'm not
but
doing it
the
anymore.
condition is for the rest of
No,
your
if
life.
you have to watch anything, if you want to watch anything, it has to be that movie. Okay? But
like
you can decide, okay, I don't want to watch movies anymore.
no other visual media will play in front of my eyes. It will only be
it
that
has to be
movie.
just this. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd still pick the movie.
Same with audio media also.
I think I'll also go with the movie.
Yeah, you'll watch the same movie, right? I'll
The
watch
same
Pulp
movie.
Fiction because it's a great movie, and every time I watch it, I find out a little bit more about something. I'll notice something more, so that's fun. So that, and every frame is fucking beautiful in that movie.
Abbas, which movie will you watch?
A really long
Titanic.
one. Watch Jack die for the rest of my
Yes,
life.
exactly. Rose, why Rose? Why?
Actually, you know what?
Uh,
Again, this is a very cliche answer, and anybody who's heard me on anything before IVM knows that my favorite film is
Star
Almost
Wars.
Famous.
Star Wars.
Almost Famous
Oh,
is my favorite
Oh.
film, and that's a film about music. It's about a young journalist who travels with a band.
Mhm.
So if I watch Almost Famous again and again, it has so many songs in it that but I do have the option of
Oh,
listening to songs
exactly.
anyway.
yeah, that's true. I'll watch the movie for the songs.
But I'll still watch that movie. It's like an hour 58. It's not very long, and I relate very much to the central character. And it's a film about youth, so I'll keep watching it and feel youthful
youths.
all my life.
It's about the youth.
Yeah, I'll feel like a youth.
Yeah.
I'll watch Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara.
बार देखेगा
बार हाँ
अरे
I guess.
it's telling you every day कि dude,
I think you all should have picked up Golmaal or Houseful. At least,
It's more
Golmaal
fun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have
Oh,
the
like, no,
option.
but
अरे,
you
but
can't. That's again
ये
cheating.
क्वेश्चन में
film-
लूपहोल्स ढूंढ रहे हैं
Also, that sounds like a punishment to watch the
To watch
Golmaal.
Golmaal for the rest of your
Golmaal
life.
1 is agreeable. I find
No,
that hilarious.
Antariksh, no.
Like,
I love that
imagine.
movie.
No, there's
For the rest-
Houseful, there's Brahmastra.
Dude, all those houses are all shit only.
upcoming,
Yeah, what are you
upcoming.
talking about?
Like for the rest of your life, you're listening to this guy Tushar Kapoor doing.
Maya. Oh. All right. Next
But
up.
what song would you
But
listen
yeah.
to for the rest of your life?
I don't know. Right now, I'm really listening to Pasuri all day. But it's called Hey Sinamika from OK Kanmani. It's a Tamil song. I can listen to that song for the rest of my life.
But what you're saying, you can imagine yourself going through your life,
Yeah, everything.
never listen
Full,
to
all
any other
emotions.
song again.
I think that I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no new music ever.
अरे हाँ भाई समझ
No
गया
music ever.
I'm just saying, like, you don't understand the gravity of what you've just chosen, maybe, you know?
No, but she can watch so if she can watch any movie, right?
Oh, and
so in
movie
the
ganas
movies she'll listen to the songs, but when she turns on the radio, it's only this one song.
Yeah, I don't mind.
She can watch videos of the
Yeah,
songs.
all the songs. Yes.
Beautiful.
It's a really cute video. by the
now
way.
looks like a pretty dumb argument, doesn't it?
All right. Next up is a slightly more, maybe adult conversation.
It's okay, we're all adults.
Yeah, thank God.
Rishi,
Okay.
sound engineer, adult, yes.
Okay, fine.
Just
Oh,
check.
you're 14 only? Okay, got it. Online dating versus old-fashioned dating. By that I mean online dating initially. That is the way you get in touch, the way you start falling for each other or get to know each other. Or the old-fashioned way of going up to people and like, hey, what's up? Can I buy you a drink? Or I've never done that, so I don't know how old-fashioned works. what do you guys?
अंतरिक्ष का साइड तो हमें पता लग गया basically.
Duh. Yes.
No, but if you haven't tried the other one, you don't know the other side, right?
I don't. So the thing is, I have tried it all of twice in my life, and both those times I've gotten shot down.
Okay.
So not for me. It's what I'm.
Oh, by the way, last week I was on a Saturday night. हम लोग इधर गए थे Irish House, and वहाँ पे I got approached and I was like, what? लड़कों के साथ भी होता है
Wow.
अरे क्यों नहीं होता है
भाई,
लड़कों के साथ?
शक्ल देखो यार नहीं होता हमारे साथ तो।
Oh man, she was.
But then what happened after
She was a
that?
little.
I
चश्मे नहीं पहने थे उसने, हाँ?
You chickened out, oh damn.
She wasn't wearing a specs or something without partying, you know. So no
But I was
lenses.
with a bunch of friends and तो मैं बस like अपनी drink लेके आ रहा था and she thought कि मैं अकेले आया हूँ तो she's like कि oh by the way would you like to join us? I'm like हाँ.
तूने मना किया क्या? Did you say no to an offer?
But why did she start her sentence
Exactly,
with, oh, by the way,
and
did
I'm
she
like-
think you were someone else?
Yeah. Like by the way, we were talking from a conversation
Yeah.
earlier. Would you like to join
तो
us?
मतलब बहुत ही ऐसा sassy तरीके से कि मतलब I was at the bar counter and she's like by the way, you can join us. I and my friend. I'm like,
Friend थी यार साथ में. Never mind.
Okay, and you said,
And
what
you
did you
said
say?
no.
No, I was like, I'm out with my friends.
He's really into online dating. He doesn't like old-fashioned at all. यार online मिलना मेरे old-fashioned यहाँ पे क्या कर रही है तू?
Which Irish house was this?
काला घोड़ा.
Okay.
Okay,
Got it.
going next.
सब वही जाएंगे.
सोबो की लड़की ने तुम्हें अप्रोच किया.
लड़की ने. हाँ, सोबो की लड़की ने.
तो फिर it's a matter of pride, you know.
अब से बैच बनवा के घूमूंगा.
I got approached in so. Jalasmi, what do you prefer? You think?
I found more success in the old-fashioned way, so
Really? Wow.
I will prefer old-fashioned.
Like, but usually you've done some online dating, I know, right?
Yeah, I've done, but the success rate of old-fashioned is higher and
For
it's
you,
better.
So
Old-fashioned
What do you
मेरे को-
prefer though? What do you prefer?
I prefer the old-fashioned way.
Snayhil? What about you?
ओल्ड फैशन में मेरे को ना एक डाउट रहता है कि
हाँ.
कैसे मतलब कहाँ मिलो, कहाँ बात हो, कहाँ अप्रोच हो, या जो मतलब लाइक कैसे.
हिम्मत लगती है.
You gotta have the guts to bring up, hey, you wanna get a hotel room?
Excuse me, we're talking
Straight
about
away.
love.
Yeah.
We're talking about love and dating first.
And then
Hey.
she's like, oh yo.
What are you judging my dating as? What is this? That's literally how me and my girlfriend met.
What, you went up?
Yeah, you went up and like, you want to get a hotel room?
The first date, we got a hotel room. Basically.
Okay, TMI.
The Lalit 5-star.
Wow.
Oh,
Yes.
were you still at IVM, Antariksh?
I was.
Damn.
And there was a time in the middle where they were paying me more than I should have been earning. That's not true. That's not true.
Good to know that phase has passed.
No. 5 stars during the pandemic, a lot of the rates were
Oh,
sliced
right.
down. That's what
Yeah.
happened. Yes. So realistically, I could finally afford.
So not only did you make that pathetic line, you also took the risk in the pandemic of going into a hotel room.
What do you mean? I'm not gonna get laid.
Are you still with
Are
this
you
person?
crazy? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Marrying this person right
Oh,
now.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
right
नीचे हमारी शादी चल रही है. I've come out to record this episode.
और तुम ऊपर बैठे हो.
Yeah, correct.
Just shows
बता रहे
कितना
हो
serious.
कैसे मिला उसको?
Old fashioned or online dating you're talking about? Abbas, what about you, sir?
I prefer online dating, but I think offline dating is also not bad.
Yeah, sure.
But I've never done what has happened with Sneh. Oh no, actually it did happen with me once, but I also was like really young and naive, so I also sort of got out of that situation. I've been introduced to someone through a common friend.
Oh हाँ, ये तो
okay.
हुआ है.
That has happened. But online dating, I think it just cuts down
So
that
have friends ever set you up with other friends? of yours?
Yes.
No.
kind of, yes.
I don't think my friends like me because that's never happened to me.
My last
That's
relationship.
never happened with me also.
Yeah, our friends are jokes. Yeah.
You wanna
Jealousy.
know something funny, Antariksh? So
Yes.
I'm
Yes, I
saying,
do want to
saying
hear
this to
something.
you because you're also a stand-up comic. So a friend from the scene tried to set me up with someone else from the scene, and the
और फिर
date.
सीन हो गया.
हाँ सुन ना, तो actually हुआ, and the first date did not go very well, but like I'm still friends with that person. She's very funny. But what she did was the next time there was an open mic and she knew I was also on the lineup, so I was listening. She went up and she did a set about the date to make
hilarious.
sure that I hear it.
That's very funny.
But yeah.
But she
so that
did like
happened.
pointedly at you, right? Like because you were there.
She
in the
didn't
room.
name me, but
Yeah, but because you were there in the room, she thought it'd be funny.
yeah, the vibes were all directed at me.
Yeah. That's hilarious. But you prefer online dating?
I prefer online because
Yeah.
I think it cuts down that little thing of
Absolutely.
you know what their interests are and what kind of.
It's like, no, I to always say that, dude, it's not easy for me, at least personally, to go up to a person and like put myself out there and then be rejected, after that. It's just easier online. If you're matching with someone, that step of having to go up to someone is skipped. And that's a major plus for a lot of people. I'm sure I'm not the only one here.
Can I give a counter to that?
Yeah, sure.
Do you think that makes
Lazy, yes,
I'm speaking
makes me
about men, okay? Do you think that makes men more privileged?
Yeah,
because our previous generations took that hit. No, they got rejected, and then they were like, the next time
For
they
sure,
approach
dude.
someone,
So-
now they feel entitled. कि मैं किसी को पूछूंगा उसको हाँ ही बोलना है.
That is so true. Talking about that privilege, right? Like online dating, I've seen this happen to myself. Okay, like I'll be talking to say like a really pretty girl. Okay, and over the next 2 or 3 days, by chance, I just happened to match with like really pretty girls after that also. Okay. Now my own standards have gone up on Bumble. Okay.
Okay.
Like now when I'm swiping, I'm like more analytical as to who I'm swiping on. Like no, not as good.
अंतरिक्ष भाई कितने levels पे गलत है मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है.
Yeah. What? I'm allowed to like who I like. You're supposed to like everyone. What is this rubbish? Yeah.
Like Antariksh.
Yeah.
बिल्कुल.
No one's stopping you.
Likes. IVM likes.
I can't fake it, guys. Like, what is this? I'm just being honest. I'm not giving my honest opinion of what I feel.
Light बंद हो गया भाई.
And-
क्यों बोलते हैं?
You guys are acting as if this doesn't happen. This happened to all of us. This is regular human thing.
Of course it
Yeah.
does.
Of course.
So, yeah.
But I had this bit where I thought, I mean, because of online dating, I think there should have been some more steps from the social awkwardness men felt to, without fear, sending pics of their genitals. I mean, there should have been more steps involved. Online dating has taken off those steps.
Sure.
मतलब इनको लास्ट स्टेप से दिक्कत नहीं है. बीच में और स्टेप डाल दो बस.
Let the person
Comfortable enough.
So I began with on-air dating. Just by the way, I met my ex
On-air
on the
dating.
radio.
Oh damn.
ज़्यादा ही old fashioned.
It's somewhere in between, not online, not
But wait,
offline.
he didn't ask you on air though.
No, he didn't ask me on air, but
Yeah.
I met him for the first time on radio. Then we started talking, and then things went आगे.
Hey, I met my first girlfriend ever on stage for a street play. We were rehearsing on street play on.
Now
on
it seems
stage.
like we have to one up
Yeah.
you now.
Yeah.
Oh, I met her in the airplane in air.
Yeah, correct.
वो बाथरूम से निकल रहे थे. मैं जा रहा था अंदर. वेटिंग में थे अपन. केमिस्ट्री देखो.
But what do you mean on stage?
So it's a street play. We are rehearsing for a
okay.
street play.
Then it was on street.
No, it was on stage. Rehearsing for the
Okay,
street play on
okay.
stage, but it would have eventually been on street.
You've done
I-
street theatre, Antariksh.
Yeah.
Wow, I never took you for a street actor.
I've done theatre also.
Damn.
It's a regular theatre.
Nice.
Yes, and sucked at all of it. I've done, yeah, man. But yeah, that's how we met and we started talking. And,
So
yeah.
offline.
I actually did ask her on stage to go out with me or be my girlfriend. I was in boarding school, so I couldn't go out. But yes,
इसलिए हम अपने रूम से कैंटीन तक गए.
correct.
Once I was doing an improv scene with a improv partner,
And you asked them out?
No, in the scene I was required improv. You know, you have to come up
Yeah.
with stuff off the fly.
Yeah.
So the most appropriate thing there I thought was going down on one knee and asking the character to marry me. And the audience thought, oh my god, it's an actual proposal, and they were
That's
like,
crazy.
oh, and everything.
Did she say no?
No, I had to break the fourth wall and be like, no guys, it's the scene, guys.
अब्बास भाई को टेंशन थी. हाँ बोल दे.
उसको भी सोच लग गया था.
You know what? But now she's a published author in the US. So maybe I
Like,
should
oh,
check
yeah.
with
हाँ,
it.
बोल
You poor
दे.
thing. All right,
No,
next.
so I was taking a count. So Jalasmi is offline.
Jalasmi is on air.
But she prefers old fashioned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Snayhil, Antariksh and me prefer online.
Yes.
Wow.
We are new fashioned.
As if the men and women have different opinions in
Yes,
this.
correct. Maybe we should have gotten another woman voice on this episode.
Too late now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abbas, change your voice. All right. Next up is. All right, this is good. Buffets or a la carte food?
I want to know other people's opinions and then I'll give my
Okay.
take.
So, I'm sure for most of us, it'll be a day-to-day thing. You know, some days you just feel like having a buffet, some days you just feel like having a la carte. But in general, I want to know what you prefer, right? I prefer a good buffet. I'll give you my reasoning, right? Firstly, there is nothing better than a 5-star breakfast buffet.
Then
kid you
people
not.
choosing for you what you eat.
No, have you not seen a
I've
breakfast buffet?
seen, but then अगर
Dude,
उस
and like
buffet
you
में
go
मुझे
to
नहीं
like-
खाना कुछ तो.
But dude, इतना कुछ होता है यार. Like अंडे होते हैं. Like there's
Now Antariksh will list the
there's
fucking menu.
sausages, bacon, like dosas and all, dude. You get anything you want at a 5-star buffet. So that's what I really love. One of my favorite buffet places in Bombay is a place called Global Fusion. Have any of you been there?
Yeah.
ना.
Yes, it is fantastic. And
किधर है?
if 2-3 जगह पे है, तो
मतलब?
lower पे नहीं, sorry.
There's one in Bandra
One Linking
also,
Road,
right? Yeah.
There's one in Marol, a couple more around Bombay somewhere. But dude, like they're great, man. Just fantastic food. And it comes to your table like hot. हमेशा गरम ही आएगा. You just have to hot.
But this is buffet, right?
It's a buffet.
So why is it coming to your
No,
table?
so
You're
you-
going.
No. So
It's
they have
hot.
They have, they have all the food items laid out on the buffet thing. Okay, you have to go and drop your table ka chit number in
Right.
what you want on
Okay.
the item what you want in front of the item, and they'll prepare the item fresh and give it to your table.
Oh, so it's like a hybrid of
It's like a
buffet and
hybrid.
a la
Yeah, but
carte.
it's buffet. It's not a la carte.
Okay.
Because you paid for everything. You can get whatever you want. It just comes to your table instead of being served on the buffet counter, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, it's very, very good. And they have everything. My mouth is watering just talking about them. What about you guys? Let's see what you guys.
I'm very moody when it comes to food, so
Sure.
a la carte it is for me.
How often do you guys go for buffet? Okay, maybe let's start for that.
Very rarely. Very rarely. I don't remember the last time I went was maybe 2-3 years back.
2-3 years back.
I've been to only this barbecue nation for a buffet thing.
Huh.
It's a good buffet.
Again, see, that's also like a hybrid kind of, no? Because it comes to your table, right? And barbecue nation. But barbecue nation, I feel, is severely overrated. It's always undercooked chicken. It's always
This
everything
Master Chef
undercooked.
Australia, they severely overrated this.
White chocolate
It's no gluten
and
fusion.
all.
This is what it is. Dude, it's always undercooked chicken because they want you to cook it for fucking 20 minutes or something on the counter, on the
Table.
thing in front of you, on the table. Yes, correct. A table in front of you.
The dessert
the chula.
options are not that great plus.
Yes. So Jalasmi agrees with me.
There
See,
goes
इसलिए मैं अलग
Barbecue Nation will never sponsor us for anything.
Yes. Yeah, they're going to sponsor this podcast. Sure, we're waiting.
Abbas bhai.
So the answer is a la carte, and it's the same thing where you know how in the old times TV पे जो आता था हमको देखना ही पड़ता था. There was no
Exactly.
choice, right? अभी Netflix पे हम 1.5 घंटा सिर्फ browse करते रहते हैं क्या देखना है, and then we're like, oh, it's just whatever.
Yeah.
We don't have time to watch anything. So I think buffet is the same, where it's so much food, and the glutton inside us is like, I need to taste everything
Yeah,
from every
that's a good thing.
every section.
So you end up overeating also if
That's
that's
a
a
good thing.
buffet.
also, and it
Definitely you
makes
do.
a- makes
Because
a
you're
fucking-
वसूली करनी है तुम्हें ना.
प्लस तुम किसी एक चीज का उतना लुत्फ नहीं उठा पाते हो.
सही.
No.
Agreed.
Maybe then you guys are doing it wrong. So
Please, I just
so
wish
start with-
everybody saw
Buffet
was
tips.
watching on video when Snayhil said Lutf because of the hand gesture that went along with it.
So the trick with buffets
Huh.
is to always start with one or two pieces of everything, and then whatever you like best, go for that more.
अरे one or two में
हाँ,
पेट भर
पेट भर
जाता
जाता है,
है.
exactly.
ठीक है फिर तुम लोग you guys are amateurs, man.
No, but I think a la carte is you sit on the table, you select from the menu, and it comes to your table, and it's
Yeah,
fine.
there's a build up.
There is
of
no
hunger.
sense.
but could-
आपने बाकी का खाना
No, what
देखा
you're
नहीं तो
saying,
आपके
though.
दिमाग में वो नहीं कि ये मिस हो गया. With
No.
buffets like यार वो
But
नहीं
sometimes,
खाया.
dude, even menus में it becomes difficult. अरे क्या order करें, you know? Like Swiggy में how often does that happen? Yeah? कि you're just
Zomato dilemma.
endlessly exactly. You're endlessly browsing. Same thing on a menu card. It can
which
become
reminds me of
quite
order
difficult.
food.
It can become quite difficult to decide what to order. And if it's a buffet, then it's a set buffet. Have whatever you want, have whatever's available.
And buffets are so messy. Like 10 people come and they take it, and somebody keeps the spoon in the plate. Somebody keeps it in the
Go to Global
karchi.
Fusion, man. Just go to Global Fusion.
reminds me of the 3 Idiots
But
scene.
and
that
no, not
Yeah.
always.
Shadi crashing.
See, yes, that is true. It can be a little messy, but it's not messy on your table. No, it's messy at the buffet counter. तुम्हारी टेबल तो ठीक ही है.
But you
वहाँ
have to go
गंदे
to the
हो
buffet.
वहाँ गंदे हो फिर यहाँ पे आके
And
सामने
there is, if it's a crowded buffet, you have that pressure कि मेरे पीछे कोई खड़ा है, वो judge कर रहा है मैं क्या ले रहा हूँ, क्या नहीं ले रहा हूँ.
You're, I think, overthinking this then.
प्रेशर में नैपकिंस गिर रहे हैं.
खाने में क्या है? खाना तो लो यार बिंदास. Okay, second servings, though, second helpings, do you stand in line again or do you just break in?
Break in.
Break
Stand in
right?
line again.
No, you break
Really?
in.
नहीं.
I
Why?
usually stand in line again.
उनको सिर्फ अपनी गंदी
dude.
प्लेट दिखा देकर देखो भाई पहले
No,
लिया है.
No wonder you hate buffets, man. Like, यार मुझे line रखना पड़ेगा. It's you can always cut line. You already had it once. But
Yeah,
just to
but
get one
still.
roti. But no, you can stop. That इतना नहीं चाहिए. It's fine. All right, guys. Cats or dogs as pets? Cats as pets or dogs as pets?
Controversial है तो.
I was discussing this with Snayhil before we started recording. I'm like, so I have a cat, okay, and I'm like, what argument will you guys make कि मैं बाहर जाके बोलूँगा नहीं कि नहीं
नहीं,
कुत्ता
कुत्ता।
ही चाहिए है. इसे मेरी बिल्ली ने इसको पकड़ो.
It's a difficult one. So I like both animals, man. I would love to have a cat and a dog as pets. One of each would be ideal for me.
But you have neither.
But I have neither. But I like both. So there's no
See,
real
I mean,
answer. I
so
really can't answer this.
I used to prefer cats for the longest time because I was scared of dogs. But then I made a friend who was a dog trainer. So she helped me to a large degree to get over my fear of dogs. So now I find dogs equally endearing. But the cat I have right now
We should
was...
become friends with a woman. Then you'll be less scared of women.
Oh, okay. Where did that come
I don't
from?
know.
Sure.
That's not like you're calling over your fears.
Abbas bhai therapy.
I know.
But the cat I have right now was a building cat who just started coming in our home and chilling with us, and then we started feeding her also. So now she just lives with us. So the cat fell into my lap rather than.
He was a building cat. Now she's a built cat.
Oh God.
But Snayhil has a dog, right?
Yeah, my chachi has a dog, and yeah, my closest friend in Mumbai, she has a cat. उसका नाम बुल्ला है.
कि जाना मैं कौन.
No. Reminds me of something else only.
Or her cat.
Cat.
Okay.
And so for a week she had to go out of town to shoot for a web show. तो मैं कैट का ध्यान रख रहा था, dude.
नहीं, बुल्ला का ध्यान रखना. Henceforth you shall only call it बुल्ला.
भाई इतने
Scratches.
Of course. भाई चेहरे, बाँह, पैर.
When kittens are growing up, when they are teething, when they are figuring out what hurts people and what doesn't, they will scratch, they will bite, all that. That's just a part of it. You can't help it.
तो इसीलिए कुत्ता ले आओ.
But dogs also are so messy, dude. They'll poop anywhere in the beginning and all. Cats won't. Cats will
always hide their poop.
You always hide the poop. So like very early on, they get potty trained very easily. कुत्ते को तो बहुत करना पड़ता है. You know all that. Potty train.
हाँ ठीक है.
चलो, get rid of your dog.
खत्म. Done. I've convinced
But
you.
नहीं यार, I think dogs are more playful.
That's true.
But again, no, not really. Sure, dogs are more playful when you want to play. Cats are just as playful,
No.
but only when they want to play.
I have had dogs who bought a toy and given it to me, like, play with me now.
Kill.
Yeah, so that's dogs. No, that's not
Yeah,
saying
dogs.
But play with me now. But also when you want to play, for more often than not, dog will be happy to play.
Yeah.
The cat is in the mood. But when the cat wants to play, there is nothing gonna stop the cat from playing, you know?
हाँ वही point मैं बोल रहा था.
So that's the point, you won't get it. But they're awesome. Cats are awesome. But, ठीक है. But I understand your point, of course.
Yeah.
You have a dog, you're biased.
No, but I like the cat's car. I don't give a wala attitude. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not.
Like cats को देख के career की ध्यान आ जाती है. And like वो भी नहीं दे रहा, career को भी नहीं दे रहा.
What about you, Jalasmi?
I've lived with a cat and a dog for exactly 2 weeks, and based on those 2 weeks, I would like to say I am team cats.
Yeah.
Your phone cover is cats, right?
Yes.
हाँ तो
So,
मतलब वो
वहीं से
इन 2
शुरू
हफ्तों में तो
हुआ.
नहीं बदल पाया.
No, but yeah, I think I have an issue with the distinct smell that dogs have, the fur, and plus I don't know, I like how cats give me my space and take their own space, but जब खेलना होता है तब आ जाती है, so it's fine. It's a win-win.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So we have 3 kitties and 1 doggy. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Last one, just age-old debate-wise, is this is gonna be contentious, guys. Friends or How I Met Your
Bro.
Friends.
Friends.
How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Snayhil.
तू यार.
Why don't you like good things?
Yeah. You could have just said Friends and we would be done with the episode.
नहीं यार, How I Met Your Mother, dude. Like
No, dude, what are you talking about? Firstly, How I Met Your Mother is like a copy of Friends. You know that, right?
it's
You can
not a
tell.
copy.
The stereotypes are copied. The womanizer, the close
यार
best
वो तो
friend.
almost हर वेब शो मतलब उसमें सिटकॉम में एक ऐसा हर ऐसा कैरेक्टर
But this
होता ही
is
है.
so much more noticeable than just any other sitcom. Firstly, that. Secondly, Friends or 6. These guys are 5. So number also.
he took a pause and I was like, oh,
कुछ
something
भी.
very methodical is coming.
6 guys. 6.
No, I mean I just feel
Also,
How I
10
Met
seasons or 9
seasons.
3 of which were very bad. The last 3 seasons.
नहीं यार, I think
Very
only
shit.
the last season was bad.
No. But so you agree.
The last season was bad. I
But,
agree.
You know, it is, last seasons I
It's
felt
How
were
I
quite
Met Your
bad.
Mother is a very long narration of a very average love story, I feel.
True.
Yeah, true.
You've not even seen How I Met Your Mother, Jalasmi.
थोड़ा थोड़ा देखा है मैंने.
she's
मुझे
aware.
येलो अम्ब्रेला,
The word
रॉबिन
travels.
शेरबैक
It's so
की पता है
iconic
सब
यार,
कुछ.
Yellow Umbrella.
How I Met
dude.
Your Mother's reputation precedes.
So basically, whoever is listening, जब हमने ऑफिस में सर्वे किया था, half the office is How I Met Your Mother. Just that they've chosen कि यही 3 लोग आए जो gang up कर सके.
Bro, these
That
2
is-
people were
that's a
asked by
lie.
you
That's a
to
lie.
come on
No,
this episode.
you. अच्छा हाँ, okay, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, you asked them, man. What? You
वो
forgot?
मुझे बुलाने
dare
के
you.
बाद I realized कि वो के तीनों ही friends हैं.
नहीं, उन सबको पता था कि they can't even though they like How I Met Your Mother, they can't
Defend it.
justify and defend
Exactly.
their
that's why
choice.
nobody came on the episode.
So
yeah.
that's why.
Plus, Friends has a better premise. It's like
And cast.
6 cool
and
people
better
living
jokes.
together in the city of New
Better
York.
actors also, better show creators, as if I know them.
better love stories.
Yes, that.
Hey, nahi.
And most important,
Ross,
importantly,
Rachel, much better best to
Ross,
story
Rachel
than
से
Ted
ज्यादा
and
toxic love story नहीं है
Phoebe and
भाई.
Mike.
Oh.
What you're saying?
मतलब
Ted
ठीक है, हाँ,
Mosby and
Ted और
Robin is
Robin,
yeah,
toxic.
not toxic.
But
Right
भाई
on.
रॉस रेचल perfect love story कैसे हो सकता है?
Dude, but toxic
No,
थोड़ा
no,
fucked
hey,
up है.
hello, Ross
रहेगा
Rachel
यार,
is
maybe.
not the best love story. I think Phoebe and Mike were better.
no, Monica and Chandler were
Mona
the
Chandler
best.
are the best. They are a great love story actually.
I think Joey had the best love stories.
Joey and Rachel का angle was fuck all.
that is the only thing I will agree with you on. Yes.
No man, I was
Joey-
rooting for Joey.
No,
So
Joey and
Sneh-
Rachel was
Yeah.
shit angle. That
No,
was
but here's
very bad.
let me ask you a question. Did you watch Friends when it was on
Yeah.
air?
I was watching the last 2 seasons when they were on.
Okay, and you, Jalasmi?
No,
You saw
I
the whole
watched
thing when it was done.
Ekdam,
You also, Snehil, I'm
later.
assuming, right? So I also saw seasons 8, 9 and 10 when they were actually airing, which was a huge deal back then. कि अरे,
Yeah.
उसी हफ्ते में हमको देखने मिल रहा है.
Correct,
And I was actually rooting for Ross and Rachel. I want for Joey
and Rachel, yeah.
I wanted them to end up together.
No, I always thought, to me it was a little like, it felt off. You know, it felt like brother sister.
No.
Why do those two only
ऐसा तो
have
नहीं
to
है,
be?
brother
Monica
sister
and
तो
Joey
नहीं.
felt like thoda brother sister, but
Yeah.
Ross
And
Joey
Ross and
had-
Monica too were brother and sister.
Yeah, Rachel and Joey had some chemistry.
I mean, they were.
But Snehil, wouldn't you agree Friends stuck the landing way better than How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
हाँ ठीक है. Like
That's it.
Nah.
Finish.
Friends,
you-
Friends का conclusion
can you
better
tell
था
me-
How I Met Your Mother से. That is the only.
How old were you when you saw both these shows? Friends and How I Met Your Mother?
18, 19.
18 and 19, you saw both of them back to back?
Yeah.
What do you see first?
How I Met Your Mother.
That's why.
Huh?
That's why.
I think Friends is also more relatable. You can still
No, but I think
use
I think because you saw How I Met Your Mother first, when you saw
Yeah.
Friends
Nice
after
sarcasm.
that, you were comparing it to How I Met Your Mother and not the other way around. Like we all
Also-
compared How I Met Your Mother to Friends because we saw Friends first.
Also, like Friends was aspirational to us growing up.
Yeah.
Like हम
Very,
लोगों को भी ऐसे
very.
कॉफी शॉप में बैठ के कॉफी पीना है.
New
Was
York
How I
में
Met
रहना
Your
घूम
Mother.
है.
फिर के आप सारे बाहर में बैठ के दारू पी रहे हो, which is How I Met Your Mother. So that is more realistic.
But coffee shops maybe
Nice.
coffee shop culture started because of How I Met Your Mother. Sorry, because of Friends in India.
To large
To a large
extent, yes,
extent,
yeah.
yeah.
मैंने मतलब for me one major reason that I like How I Met Your Mother is कि उस टाइम पे जो relationship problems से मैं गुजर रहा था वो How I Met Your Mother
उसी
में भी
में दिख
वही
रहे
चल
थे.
रहे थे. Like
Man.
वो ये भी toxic मैं भी toxic.
But then,
Relate.
yeah, exactly. You should stop
ठीक है.
having a playbook and all. Yeah, Snehil, what is this?
Oh, by the way, मेरे पास बार्नी की
What-
सारी books.
Dude, so the
है.
playbook is one of
वो
my favorite
also
episodes
the
of How I Met Your
Ducky
Mother. The Lorenzo one matter on. Do you guys remember this?
Amazing है.
Great. Great
Amazing
episode.
play.
I don't even
Great
remember
play.
this.
So it's basically how it goes. So he has a playbook, right, Barney?
Yeah.
And he's telling Ted, was it Ted? He's telling, or he's telling someone how he
The
goes
entire
about,
gang.
He's telling the entire gang all his plays. His plays as in like how his means of getting
Right.
women to
Huh,
trust
I
him and,
remember that.
and getting,
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
laid or
yeah.
whatever. So one of them was the Lorenzo one matter on. Okay, it starts with go to a bar, find a woman with a big
Smartphone.
smartphone. Okay.
Okay.
And when you go and you are talking to her, make sure that you keep mentioning that your name is Lorenzo Von Matteron. Okay?
And the spellings of it too.
Let's Matteron or whatever.
ताकि
They're
वो
making
search
something like
कर पाए.
with like a something like it has to be like a fancy name so that it's immediately noticeable to someone. That's a fancy name, and then you can expel it also. So Lorenzo Von Matteron is what he goes with. Whatever. Okay? And so in conversation he's like, I'm Lorenzo Von Matteron. Oh, you really don't know me, Lorenzo Von Matteron? And the woman's like, no, I have no idea. Should I know you? He's like, wow, this is kind of nice. Someone who doesn't know me as the famous Lorenzo Von Matteron. And he goes away. Okay, he's like, go away for like 2 minutes. Enough time to make her search on her phone for Lorenzo Von Matteron. And where you have made all these fake websites
Okay.
and a fake biography about the number of papers you published and your riches and your yacht vacation that you just came back from and whatever, right? And then you come back and the woman's suddenly more interested in you, and she's like, hey, so I'll take that drink after all, whatever.
Did you try it?
I didn't, but it won't work.
Because I don't know web design.
Squarespace, you gotta use Squarespace.
See, you remember ये सब ना from How
Are
I
you
Met Your
saying
Mother.
I don't remember Friends का scene because I'll narrate Friends scenes also, word for word.
अच्छा ऐसे अब वो क्विज शो के अलावा कोई ऐसा आइकॉनिक सीन है फ्रेंड्स में?
I'm stuck
बहुत है
in an
यार.
ATM with Jill
best-
Goodacre.
Yeah, in an ATM vestibule.
Yeah.
But वो इतना iconic नहीं है यार.
Dude, there are so many iconic things. We're talking
See,
about how you do it.
एक वो है pivot वाला.
Yeah, pivot wala.
And there's this one interview. Every
Thanksgiving episode of Friends is iconic.
So the
man.
one where the power goes off and they're talking about sex stories.
You know,
That's
the
also fun.
episode where Joey is on a game show and he has to talk about all the things that are white. And he's saying, cheese, a ghost. Again, very, very, very funny. The Christmas episodes, the one with the holiday armadillo is hilarious.
Yeah,
I love that
very
episode.
The Barbados
Especially
trip.
the part where Joey comes in the Superman costume for no reason is I lost it. Then the one where they all turn 30 and they making all these stupid mistakes. Like Ross buying that car is the fanciest, stupidest, funniest thing ever. And not being able to get that car out of the car park is also hilarious. So tu bhai
Snayhil, there. Are you happy now?
तो रहने दे भाई.
नहीं.
Oh, then you're right. Okay. All right. I think we are.
But Seinfeld is the best, kind of.
I would agree. Seinfeld is a better show. Bits wise.
So kids, there was this show called Seinfeld.
Isn't The Office the best show ever? Like
No, ever is debatable, man.
that's what we are doing here, right?
But ever is like so many shows, dude. I would consider It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia a superior show. Or Parks and Rec.
Which one do you rewatch the most? For me, I still go back to Friends.
Man, it's always
I've seen The Office, all of it just once. I've seen How I Met Your Mother, all of it just once.
No,
I've seen Parks and Rec
No,
once.
I've seen like How I Met Your Mother multiple times, Friends multiple times.
Wow.
It's Always Sunny.
I've
seen
kinda go back
Scrubs
to
multiple
Friends.
times.
Okay, now stop showing off.
मेरे पास
Community multiple
Antariksh has
times.
a lot of
Arrested
time.
Development multiple times.
Cool.
Love
Give us
all
the
that.
passwords, Antariksh.
Oh,
You downloaded them, didn't you?
Yeah, piracy to some extent is fine.
Acha, do you guys own any of your friends' merchandise?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 t-shirts. हाँ,
No,
seriously.
I don't. I had a wallpaper.
कल पहन के आऊंगा मैं. आज पहन के आना चाहिए था यार.
Yeah, I have the one. They don't know that we know. They know we know.
Oh, even I have that t-shirt.
I have the door the purple door with the yellow frame.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I don't.
And you call yourself a fan?
A Friends fan?
How I Met Your Mother merch do
Oh,
you
I have
own?
tons. I have
The playbook.
The playbook. I have the bro code. The bro
Bro code,
code.
yes.
I have.
Basically, you want to be Barney.
Yeah.
But you say no to women when they approach you in bar.
Yeah.
I went to make websites now about myself. And then I have the yellow umbrella. I have the ducky tie. And
Okay, you win the merch round.
yes.
More much. All right, that brings us to the end of this age-old debates round of this episode. I think we had interesting
Friends
debates.
won.
Friends won for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
We had a
Friends was the
very
Wrong panel, guys.
Yeah, we talked about food, like buffets and stuff. We talked about pets.
very
We
civilized
talked
debate
about
this was.
Yes.
songs and movies.
Of
So,
course,
yeah, all
because
around-
the nation doesn't want to know
Okay,
here.
okay, then finally, final debate is what came first, the egg or the chicken? Okay, no, don't answer that. We're gonna go to the break.
Hello, everybody. It's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On This Round is on me, Asha Zaveri, and Karan Shah of Swati Snacks shared their culinary journey with Gauri. On Shunya 1, Sheila Ditya asked Darshan Patija, CEO and co-founder of Vault, about his crypto journey. On Cyrus Says His Cock and Bulls, Cyrus, Puneet, Nivedita, and Antariksh discussed a Madhya Pradesh man's complaint about consuming alcohol that had no kick. On Think Fast, Varun and Suchita discussed Windgreen's latest acquisition and influencers turning into podcasters. And on the Musafir story, Saif and Faiza meet travel couple Ranjani and Raghavan, who take us to Rajasthan's quaint little town of Bundi. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, we've been doing a series of profiles of people within the office, so do check that out for sure. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. Also, don't forget to rate us on any platforms you're listening on. And you can also check us out on YouTube. We have a page on our website, ivmpodcast.com/YouTube, with a list of all our channels. We're also doing a small listener survey to better understand how you, the listener, responds to the advertising on our network. And also, we just want to know a little bit more about you. We would really appreciate it if you could spare a few minutes to fill it out. It will really help us build some better shows for you. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors on the network this week, SBI Life Insurance and Jupiter, a digital banking app.
And we're back from the break. I just want to say it again. How I Met Your Mother 1. If you guys
You mean
don't
How I
agree.
Met Your Mother 1, Friends 3.
Friends
Like
0.
that. Friends 3. That's what you mean.
Friends is legend. Wait for it,
Yeah.
Terry.
See, again, you're making How I Met Your Mother references
It's okay.
only, you know?
It's okay.
So that's more... Okay,
Yeah, but to
wait.
describe
Shut up.
We are saying they apply more to Friends and to How I Met Your Mother. Friends.
Anyway, so we're back for some amazing recommendations, and we'll start with Jalasmi.
Yeah, I want to recommend Jayeshbhai Jordaar.
Oh,
Please go watch it.
is it really that good?
Yeah, it's good. So the thing is, Indians need to be given social messages with a lot of humor.
But yeah,
तब जाके उनको समझ में आता है.
Agreed.
And I think Jayeshbhai Jordaar has done
what I
that
heard though,
job very well.
What I heard though is like this feels like an Ayushmann movie which came out too late.
which was given to Ranveer.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this this description is not accurate, but I don't think Ayushmann would have done it as well as Ranveer.
रणवीर पुल ऑफ कर लेता है किसी भी कैरेक्टर को किसी भी चीज को
कर लेता है.
Yeah.
But again, another. So I haven't seen the movie, but I know what people are talking about. People are criticizing his accent a lot. What do you guys think of that?
नहीं यार.
That's okay.
तूने भी देख ली.
हाँ, I've seen it. उसने गुजराती एक्सेंट उसमें भी पकड़ा था रामलीला में.
Yeah.
And so I don't
उसमें
think he's
अच्छा था.
new. हाँ,
But
I
इसमें
don't
तो
think he's-
और भी like over the top.
See, there are a lot of good things about the film. If people want to see the bad things, can't help it. But the
Straight.
plot.
Burn. Antariksh, burn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mic drop statement.
Yeah. So
तुम्हें देखना ही
There
नहीं
are
है.
good plot points. They've shown stereotypes and all age-old beliefs in a very nice, funny way. Used it in a disadvantage, so to speak, in the film. So I think it's actually very witty the way they've handled things.
Oh, there's this one scene that I really like. तो उसमें ना, so
Spoiler मत देना.
अब कुछ मतलब
It's not a spoiler.
As if-
It's
as if
actually a
you're-
sneak
I don't
peek.
know.
I haven't seen the movie. हाँ.
Anyway, so there's this
फिर ना
scene-
मल्टीवर्स खुल जाता है.
Go ahead. Deepika, sorry. Anyway, so there's this scene जहाँ पे बमन ईरानी and all these like middle-aged men.
Baman Irani plays Ranveer's father in the movie, yes.
हाँ,
Yeah.
are chasing बमन ईरानी की बहू, ठीक है? And बीच में ना काली बिल्ली आ जाती है. And
Oh.
Yeah, they have to stop.
Yeah, they stop. They do all the bullshit they have to
जाओ,
do.
तीन
Yeah, correct,
कदम
correct.
चढ़ो. फिर
Yeah.
उसके बाद there's this one guy like हमारे यहाँ तो 10 कदम मानते हैं. फिर वो 7 कदम और पीछे चलते हैं, तब तक वो बहू भाग रही है, फिर वो उसके पीछे भाग रहे हैं. So एक दो सीन मतलब ऐसे
Yeah.
बहुत funny है उसमें.
Yeah.
But I think people could use this recommendation. In fact, the movie can use this recommendation because not a lot of people are going to
Yeah,
watch it.
that's what I heard.
So-
Yeah, Vairaf hasn't promoted it as much.
Yeah, because
But-
they know it's not that great.
ठीक है, Netflix पे आएगी तो ये फेमस हो ही
एक
जाएगी.
दूसरे
I
इंसान ने
feel.
देखी नहीं है,
नहीं, ये
verdict
प्राइम पे आने
कैसे दे
वाली
रहा
है.
है?
No, so the thing is, my girlfriend has seen it, and I'm gonna go by her word because I understand.
Of course.
Her
So
Okay.
much you want to
Oh,
stick
better.
for her.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Why didn't you go with her when she went to see
She
the
went
movie?
with the family.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't go with her.
That's a nice way to shut it down.
ससुर जी से कैसे मिल लो?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
No, but guys, really, it's really nice. It's very heartfelt. You should go. I mean, just
I'll go.
it's gonna be a
I'm
nice.
sold.
It's gonna be a nice, fun watch. You're gonna laugh a lot. It's nice.
Done.
Okay, fair enough. Abbas, what's your recommendation?
My recommendation is a Norwegian film called The Worst Person in the World. It's streaming on Mubi right now. I've seen many.
Oh, you subscribe to Mubi?
यार
Yes,
मुझे
I
भी
did.
चाहिए मूवी का
हाँ, सबको मिल जाएगा password. Tension मत लो.
Thanks. Yes.
So I've seen many coming of age films. This is the first escaping of age film I have seen. What I mean by that is it's a film that's split into 12 chapters and an epilogue and a prologue. It's about a girl named Julie, and it starts a few months before she turns 30 and ends about a year after she's turned 30. So it deals with how even in a very first world country, like the country shown in this in Norway, even though women are independent, even though they can be they have the freedom of choice and everything, it still expects women to marry and settle down and find someone and have babies and all of that. And this character of Julie wants to escape that. She doesn't want to fall into that little bubble.
Okay.
So there's no plot as such. It deals with the two relationships that she has and meeting the families of these men and what they expect of her and what is expected of her in life in general. What I love about the film is that when the film starts, about a 2-hour film. For the first about 40-45 minutes, there's a lot of filmmaking wizardry at play. So like a lot of music, a lot of quick cuts, lots of scenery changes and all of that. And as the film progresses, it gets slower and slower and slower until it almost just fades out. And that also has to do with something that happens in the plot, which I would not like to give away.
Oh, she becomes deaf?
No, something a little more severe than that. But it's not a sad movie. It's just
dies?
how you know she doesn't die. It's just something that people go through as they start getting older. But it's a very, very nice, enjoyable film, very entertaining film. There's a very trippy scene where they all take mushrooms, which is very interesting to look at.
Oh, nice.
And then they sing Julie.
Dude, I'm just impressed that you know Norwegian.
I don't. There's this thing called subtitles.
I know.
Welcome to 2022, Antariksh.
The actress won the Best Actress at Cannes Film Festival last year, so that's also something that the film has going for it. But yeah, watch it. It's
Again, very impressive. You were invited to Cannes Film Festival.
I know, yeah, and I sat there and I
You're
was
Deepika?
like, this may be no Jayeshbhai Jordaar, but I like it.
Very cool, man. Nice. Okay, my recommendation, since nobody asked, is a little game show on YouTube. It's a YouTube game show called Actually. It's for nerds by nerds, basically a game show, right?
Democracy of Nerds.
Yeah, sure. And how it works, it's not written by nerds. No, it isn't. Then it doesn't work. How it works is basically the host reads out a paragraph that the team has written out, like whatever the backstage team has written out, and there is a factual inaccuracy, like a nerdy factual inaccuracy. Okay, and you have to find that inaccuracy. But every time you're going for an answer, you have to say actually the answer is actually this. Okay,
Oh.
and the number of times that it happens that people forget to start their answer with actually, but still give the correct answer, but then don't get the points because they didn't say actually, is staggering. And it makes it amazing. What a fun, interesting game to watch.
Could be a
That's the
drinking
one
game
rule.
too.
The one rule is actually bolna hai, and that's it. Everything else you can answer as many times as you want. You can take as many stabs at it as you want. All good. But yeah, very fun game. Check it out. It's been going on for the last 7 years or something. And I just recently found out about it because our boss Amit recommended it to me. And it's very fun. Actually. Check it out.
Sai.
What about you, Snayhil?
So my recommendation would be Ballimaaraan. It's a show by Piyush Mishra. Ballimaaraan actually उनके band का नाम है. So the show goes by the same name, and मतलब all his songs, all his poetry.
Piyush Mishra of Gulal, like the one who collaborates with Anurag.
Yes, that one. तो हुस्ना गाना सुना है आप लोगों ने?
Yes.
Wait,
Hi,
Piyush
please
Mishra's in a band? Piyush Mishra's in a band?
Piyush Mishra has a band.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
You mean a rubber band? Sorry.
कर दो खराब सा.
Really, Antariksh.
Anyway, so वो 28th May को मुंबई में हो रहा है वो शो. Tickets are on Book My Show. I really recommend that, and जिसको थोड़ा सा भी शौक है पोइट्री और म्यूजिक का, that person should definitely go and attend. It's a treat. I've like watched it thrice, and I will be going again. Yes.
Bombay में next one. When's the next show?
28th of May.
Okay, cool, man. Awesome.
And it's a Saturday also, so work day नहीं होगा.
I had no idea.
You think so?
Hey, shh, don't jinx it.
All right, awesome. Please go check this out. It actually looks very interesting. I'm looking at it right now, dude.
So am I.
Yeah.
Thanks, Snayhil.
You're welcome. सब वहीं मिलते हैं.
Yeah.
Next episode IVM likes from there.
Done. That brings us to the end of this episode of IVM Likes. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We'll see you guys again next week. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios, amigos.
I'll be back.
Joey doesn't share.
Hey.
If you're a cricket fan, check out Edges and Sledges, India's favorite cricket podcast.
The podcast focuses on Indian cricket, the IPL, and has a ton of banter both on and off the field.
We talk about the week's biggest cricket stories with current and ex-international cricketers, coaches, or sometimes just between us.
And it's hosted by me, DJ.
Me, Varun.
And me, Ashwin.
New episodes release every week.
You can catch us on the IVM Podcast's website, app,
Or wherever you get your podcasts from.
Check out the Edges and Sledges Cricket Podcast.